What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another World of Warcraft video for the War Within, and today I want to talk about gearing up a brand new character. Yes, not exactly a gold making video, but I will say, when it comes to farming gold in the open world, if you're having tailoring farming, cloth farming, skinning farming, you do actually want to have some gear. It really helps out the efficiency of those farms. So something I've been doing recently is playing the game a little bit more actively, gearing up my characters. My second main has 601 item level right now, which is not too bad. Not insanely good either by any means, by the way, but definitely not too bad. Now, as a part of that process, I've also been leveling up a couple of characters, so we have some pretty undergeared characters right now that I wanted to give you guys some advice on if you are in a similar situation. So, for example, I have this Death Knight right here, and I really enjoy Death Knights, by the way. Just in general, I think it's a really cool class to play, and so far in the War Within, they're looking quite nice, they're doing quite good DPS, and I will say the anniversary set they have coming up in about a month's time looks very, very good, which makes me want to be a Death Knight, maybe not a Death Knight main, but have a very strong alt be a Death Knight that I'm playing kind of regularly to take advantage of that transmog, take advantage of the fact that they are scaling great, they're really good in dungeons, really good in raids, just an overall really good class. So I leveled up this Death Knight yesterday, and we have 579 item level. Now you can see that we have a mixture of green items that are 545, we have some epics that are 603, we have some blues that are 545, 545, this ring is 554, and this one is 528. That being said, we also have a 610 weapon from Time Walking. Now, if you are in a similar situation like me and you have a very undergeared character, well, I say very undergeared, but when I got to level 60 or level 80, I mean, we started with 500 item level. We then equipped a bunch of warbound equipped items, like this one for example was warbound when equipped, this one was warbound when equipped, and then we did some time walking raids to get some more items on top. But if you have a character that is somewhat undergeared, and you want to, for example, fill up your vault with 616 item level gear, there is one delve that is absolutely really insane, really easy to do, and that is Earthclaw. Is it called Earthclaw Mines? Yeah, Earthcrawl Mines. There we go. That is the one, and if this one ever becomes bountiful to you, that one is really nice to do. Even if you have a brand new level 80 character, it doesn't even have to be bountiful, by the way. You can spam this delve over and over again, and if you are a brand new character and you have just gotten to level 80, you don't have the best gear, this delve will be the easiest one for you to fill up your vault with as many delves as you want. You can get one 616 piece or one option by doing 2 delves, then if you do 4 you get another piece, and by doing 8 you get another piece. That gives you 3 options to get, for example, a tier set item, a weapon, a trinket, just in general a good choice from your great vault that week. So you can spam Earthclaw Mines or Earthcrawl Mines 8 times. Which is really fast, by the way. It's the easiest one to do, and I want to show you guys some footage of me doing Earthcrawl Mines on this DK when I had 576 item level, I think it was, before getting this trinket. So the reason why I'm making this video is because if you are a brand new level 80, you will not be doing the most damage. That being said, this delve, you can do really good damage and have the absolute worst gear in the game. As I'm about to show you here, I am only using the Flamethrower that you are given when entering this delve, which is absolutely insane on AoE fights, but even on single target, this Flamethrower is doing really good damage, and I am now on my 576 item level, DK I believe, maybe 577. The other 2 DPSers are 605. So they have almost 30 item levels over me, and I am competing DPS wise in both AoE pools and the single target by only using the Flamethrower. And this is a strategy I've been doing the last couple of days, where anytime I get to level 80 on a brand new character, I do this delve. Once, twice, over and over again, doesn't really matter. You can spam the delve or do it only when it's bountiful and get yourself some really good item increases. And the thing here is that you're not even griefing anyone. If you have bad gear, you're not griefing anyone by making a group for this, because you can still compete DPS wise. Literally use the Flamethrower, use the extraction button that you get access to, and just click that and stand still. That is all you have to do. So once again, you can see here I'm 577 at the moment, and the other two DPSers have over 600 item level, so between 25 and 30 item levels over me, and I'm still competing or even out DPSing them by literally using the extraction button that everyone gets access to. You can even see here the healer is on the DPS meters because he is also using the Flamethrower. So all you have to do in this delve, even on a tier 8, is click the Flamethrower. That is it. Even if you have a really good geared character, sometimes that Flamethrower will be doing more DPS than you would otherwise do. It is incredibly strong at the moment. Now, like I said, you can either, the second you get to level 80, if you don't just want to secure yourself a great vault, let's say you get to level 80 on a Monday and reset is on Wednesday for EU, or Tuesday for North America, and you just want to smack out 8 tier 8 delves as soon as possible, you can spam this delve over and over and over again 8 times and get 3 choices from your vault. Alternatively, you can do what I'm doing, which is do this delve on every single character you can on tier 8 when it's bountiful. So for me, I just double check the map every single day, because I'm doing delves anyway, and if this one happens to be the bountiful one, I go here on every single character, and especially the undergeared ones, because when it's bountiful, you can use a bountiful key, and guarantee yourself a 603 item level upgrade piece, which if you are a brand new character, you can for example go from a 540 item level piece to a 603 item level piece, and if that happens to be a weapon, that is a massive DPS increase, and either way it's going to be a massive item level upgrade as well for your character. This delve is an insane way to gear up, and I mean right now you also have the time walking raid, which is really good by the way if you're watching this video really early, but just for the longevity of gearing, this delve is insane. And I mean, you can see right now, this is obviously an AoE pool, and I'm using the Flamethrower once again, and we are out DPSing everyone in the group by literally using the Flamethrower, the extraction button that you get access to, and that is basically all I'm doing. Every now and then we do weave in a little bit of AoE damage on top, but for the most part I think 98% of my damage comes from this Flamethrower. Now I also want to show you that the Flamethrower is not only good for AoE by the way, it's also good for boss fights, which is literally single target. So over here we now have a single target fight, this is the boss fight at the end, and once again all I'm doing here is one Howling Blast every now and then to get the damage over time uptime, but even that is not really worth keeping up, so all I'm doing is basically Flamethrower, and 98% of my damage comes from the Flamethrower. I am also competing once again against 2 Enhancement Shamans, a pretty good spec so far in this expansion if I can say so myself, and they have way better gear than I do, and even on single target fights, this Flamethrower is competitive in DPS. You can be topping DPS or at least doing enough DPS to carry your own weight, let's just put it that way. So in AoE fights it is incredible, in single target fights it's still good, and you're able to pump DPS with really bad gear, and therefore pull your own weight and get this delve done. Now, I'm just gonna say lots of classes can probably solo tier 8 delves as well, but if you lots of classes can solo tier 8 delves, but it requires a little bit of game knowledge, personal skill, class knowledge, stuff like that. So while person A can solo a tier 8 delve on a 550 Shadow Priest for example, person B might not be able to. It just depends on your individual knowledge of the game and your individual skill. So I'm just gonna say for the majority of people, you're probably better off getting into a group, a 2-man, 3-man, 5-man, whatever really. I'm using the regular 5-man, so 3 DPS, 1 healer and 1 tank, and then just use the Flamethrower and you are good to go. There's no item level requirement, you can make your own group and be really bad gear, and just use the Flamethrower and do more than good enough DPS. Now as you can see, we did get a great vault slot with 616 right here, so yeah, that's a good way to fill up your vault, a good way to gear up on a brand new character, and hopefully this video helps you out. That is pretty much what I have for you though, because I feel like I've been doing this delve so much, and I continuously see people not taking advantage of that flamethrower and not understanding how strong that flamethrower actually can be. So for most people, unless you have 600 plus item level, I believe just literally clicking the flamethrower is the best thing you can do for your group, DPS wise, or at least just give it a try. So there we go, easy way to gear up your character, easy way to fill up your vault on literally any character, no matter the gear you have. You can get 3 616 slots in the Great Vault that you can then choose from next weekly reset and get a absolutely huge upgrade. Getting 616 items from Delves is a little bit too strong if you ask me, but either way, there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below, a bit of a different one today, but I've been gearing up some characters and I wanted to share what I've been picking up. Thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon. Bye bye now.